don't need it. I give
here this morning, so
Ms. who?
Christine Basso. So Judge, we're going to just put it on the 7th, and hopefully she and I'll have a chance to, I emailed her last week.
All right.
I haven't got anything back, but
All right, March 7th. Thank you, sir.
then the last case I have is Amon Robinson, Judge. The state just told me that they're pretty booked about being able to give deposition slots, so I'd ask to move it 2 cycles, and I'll just set the depositions.
No objection.
Well, you've got about June 24th?
That's fine, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I've got, Judge.
Thank you. Ms. Coffey?
Tony Allen?
Okay.
Case number 21 CF 1988, Your Honor. Mr. Allen is present. At this time, Your Honor, Mr. Allen would like to withdraw his not guilty plea.
Mr. Allen, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court is true, so help you God. Thank you, sir. Hand me the,
Do you have it?
you got the plea form?
Okay.
You got the plea form, Ms.
Yeah, I
Allen?
do.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll read it. Go ahead.
So there are originally 3 counts, Your Honor. Mr. Allen will be pleading no contest to count 1, and count 2 and 3 will be dismissed. Will be court costs, the sex offender designation and all requirements associated with this status, GPS monitoring while on probation, no contact with minors, forfeit seized devices, no internet capable devices, okay. 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew, which will be adjustable by the probation officer for work purposes. And it will be 36 months DOC, followed by 2 years probation, sex offender probation.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Allen, you want to enter a plea of no contest to count 1, traveling to meet a minor, 15 and under, a second-degree felony, and count 2 and 3 will be dismissed, correct?
Yes, Judge.
And you want to enter that no contest plea, sir?
Sir.
All right. Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Ms. Coffey has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Judge you guilty. On count 1, count 2 and 3 will be dismissed. You're sentenced to standard court costs, to have a sex offender designation, all requirements as required by statute, GPS of sex offender while on probation, no contact with minors, forfeit seized devices, no internet-capable devices, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew, adjustable by probation for work purposes, 36 months DOC, credit for time served, followed by 2 years of sex offender probation. And how many months have you got already served?
31, I think it's 940 days.
940 days. So you've served 31 months already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, you probably get down there, they'll do a medical checkup and send you right on back home, okay? When you get back, make sure you check in with probation, okay?
Yes, sir.
You
Okay,
wanna address that?
Yes, please.
Your Honor, if Mr. Allen would like to address the court briefly.
okay.
Your Honor, by me not being from the state, I would like to do a interstate compact to the state of Illinois. Would that be a
I have no
problem?
problem with that if probation allows that. They'll have to contact Illinois and see that if you can be transferred. Is that correct,
I have
Mr.
no family here at all.
Mr. Berry?
That is correct, Your Honor. The Department of Corrections will initiate that for him. He will still be required to pay the $100 interstate compact transfer fee
Yeah.
before he can process the.
All right, well, I have no problem with you doing that. They got to check with Illinois. They got to accept you, though, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, thank you, sir. Thank you.
And for the record, we will submit a score sheet that reflects 56.4 points.
Is this a downward? No, it's not. Okay. All right, thank you, sir.
We request the supervision fees be waived.
Yes.
GEST set at $1 a day. We can set it here at $1 a day. If it gets up there, I can't tell you what they will charge.
All right, I'll set it $1 a day here.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir.
For the purposes of the court record, are you
Oh,
withdrawing your motion?
yes, Your Honor, I am withdrawing my motion.
All right, thank you. Mr. No public defenders are at work today. Mr. Russell? Ms. Rivers, okay, you're there.
Judge, it's going to be Mr. Strauss. He's on page 21 of your docket.
Strauss, okay. You say page 21?
Yes, sir. 21 on my docket.
I don't seem to have him.
Did you find him, Judge?
19. Okay, he's on page, all right, he's number 40. Robert Strauss,
Correct,
20 CF 3247. Okay, go ahead.
Also, Mr. Strauss has case number 21 CF 247. The 2020 case is actually a VOP. The 21 case, we had announced ready for trial at pretrial conference.
Okay.
We're still ready for trial.
All right, let's see, how many days you need?
1 day exclusive of jury selection, Judge.
Well, my notes have we're picking 2 juries on March 18th so far. Is that correct?
Judge, I've been keeping track. I think you're actually picking 3, 2 with Tim and 1 with Mr. Note.
I thought I have 3 juries picking on March 11th.
All right, maybe I got the date wrong on one of them, on Tim's. No, I got the date wrong on Notes. Okay, that is 3/11.
So, we only have a half a day to pick a jury on March. How many jurors do you need? 6?
It's a sex case, Judge, so I'm gonna guess pretty high.
No, I'm
six.
talking about the actual jurors, 6?
Oh, 6, it'll be 6 people. Right.
Okay. We trying a VOP at the same time? How many days? 1 day?
1-day trial, yes, sir. And the VOP is not based on the new charge, Judge, but it doesn't matter to us when you try.
So this is the 3247?
Yes, sir. Or, no, sir. 3247 is a VOP. It's actually the 21-247 that's the jury trial.
All right, we'll pick his jury on March 18th. That's the third jury is my notes. March, and then we'll have a trial on about the 21st. I've got one on the 19th and one on the 22nd.
That's fine with me, Judge.
I don't know what you got. What's
That's
your-
Beeman, and I had it,
That's on the 22nd.
That's
yeah.
on the 22nd. So this is March 21st for Mr. Strauss, correct?
Correct, Judge, that's fine.
1 day?
Yes, sir.
Y'all better make sure you get it done in a day.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's the third jury we're going to select on the afternoon of March 18th.
And Judge, Ms. Basso and I had been in negotiations.
Yeah.
Can we set it for a status this Thursday to
Yeah,
see?
March
7th?
7th.
At 9
Is there an
o'clock?
offer that needs to be considered?
There's an offer on the table, Judge.
Yes, Judge, my understanding is it's 10 years of sex offender probation with designated 5 years of abuse suspended.
That's correct, Judge.
What's he looking at on a max? If maximum, if he got convicted, and I don't know what I'll give. I haven't seen the
If it-
score sheets or what. I mean, he needs to always consider the max.
Yes, sir. If it's max and consecutive, I think it's 30.
30 years,
Not counting the VOP.
not counting VOP. Okay, so 10 years probation versus 30 possible years in Department of Corrections.
Correct, Judge.
Okay, see you
Okay.
March 7th.
Okay, thank you, Judge. See you later.
Miss Rivers?
Your Honor, if we would turn to page 14 of the docket. First one would be Christopher Papel.
What page on the docket?
I have it as page 14, number 46.
I don't know why y'all's numbers are so different than mine.
Probation is indicated page 17 on theirs. Number 46.
Okay, I got it.
Your Honor, we were set to enter a plea. However, the state attorney involved in the case is not here today, and her notes are inconsistent with the plea agreement, so we're asking to put this on Thursday, the
March
7th.
7th, thank you. See if you can get it resolved. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, this is Richard Whitfield, number 47 on the docket. He's before the court on 20 CF 2835, 20 CF 2859, 20 CF 2887, 21 CF 443, 21 CF 446. Your Honor, he was previously sentenced back in April of last year to 40 months in the Department of Corrections. He was sentenced by Judge Rasmussen. In the order revoking probation and sentencing him to prison, the order said, and the state had said, that he was to get credit for all his previous prison time and jail time. When he went to prison, they did not give him all his credit of time he actually physically served. And so we brought it back here today, asking the court to award him that credit. The state and I discussed, there's two possible ways we could handle this. We could do an amended judgment and sentence or set the previous judgment and sentence aside and just reimpose a sentence. I do have a calculation that I have provided to the state and the clerk, because the state had asked me to break it down, each case number, the number of days he's physically served on each one.
Well, I'll do an amended if Department of Corrections is to give him full credit, and he's supposed to get full credit. I won't give him full credit.
Yes, sir.
I think the amended just needs to include the exact amount of days that we're giving him credit for.
Y'all send me an amended
per case.
judgment and sentence.
Okay.
And so, he's supposed to get it. I agree. He needs to get it. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Judge, while we're waiting on my inmates, I do have one other out of custody, Yupashishe Burgess.
Burgess, okay.
Your Honor, Ms. Burgess is present and approaching. Judge, this is 23 CF 2239. Judge, we're asking for a continuance on this case to next cycle.
April 22nd or June 24th?
April 22nd, Judge.
April 22nd. All right, thank you.
Just got to go through some video mostly. Give me a call.
All right, next.
Just have my inmates, Judge. First, Your Honor, I have Mr. Jack Barr. Judge, this is 23 CF 1016, 22 CF 1851. Judge, we're asking for a continuance on this case. We're going to see if we can try to get it resolved in the meantime.
April 22nd.
Up next month, but we'll pull you up. Your Honor, next I have Mr. Kevin Bray. Judge, this is 23 CF 2408, 23 CF 2409. We were hoping to try to resolve this today, but we don't have the FDLE report. The state wants that report before trying to resolve, so we'll ask for a continuance.
April 22nd, thank you. You move it up if we get the report.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of James Burgess. This is 23 CF 2488. Judge, I think we already have a bond hearing for Mr. Burgess on the 7th. I'd like to just put him on that day. We got a new offer that he's considering as well.
Very good. Thank you, sir. March 7th. Thank you.
Do that. See you this week.
Mr. Gibbs, before he leaves, that's going to be open only until the 7th.
That's
It
what-
actually was meant to be open just for today.
I understand. Thank you. Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of John Cooper. Judge, this is 23 CF 999. I believe we've reached an agreement, Judge.
All right.
I'm gonna make it fit still under the If I may approach, Judge.
Okay.
I don't think we have a score sheet on this one yet.
What's the first charge? SMD?
Reduced to semi-manufactured deliver. I did make a mistake on that, Judge. He was charged with trafficking in amphetamines or methamphetamine. I put fentanyl on the written plea, but it should be methamphetamine or amphetamine.
All right, so he is pleading to just count one, is that correct, or all three counts?
All three counts, Judge. Count one is being reduced from trafficking to possession with intent to manufacture or deliver methamphetamine. I mistakenly put fentanyl on there because I...
Was it, so you want me to change this to meth?
Yes, please, Judge.
All right, Mr. Cooper, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for is course of truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of, lesser included charge of possession of controlled substance. Is it trafficking or just possession of meth, correct?
So it would be reduced from trafficking, Judge, to possession of methamphetamine with intent to manufacture, deliver, and then possession of meth itself,
What degree felony is that?
and possession of paraphernalia, Judge.
Is that a second degree felony?
It's an F2, L5, Judge. So that's your new score sheet. So you actually
So he's pleading to a second degree felony, level 5.
Yes, Judge.
And also possession of controlled substance, a third degree felony, count 2, and then possession of paraphernalia, first degree misdemeanor, count 3. So that's what he's pleading to, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what you want to do, Mr. Cooper?
Yes, sir.
You read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Did you just sign that?
Yes, sir.
You wear the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? This no contest plea, you wear the rights you're waiving?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
Yes, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Gibbs has done on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. On all counts, you're adjudicated guilty. You're sentenced to 11 months, 29 days, Okaloosa County Jail with waive prior credit, concurrent. $100 cost of prosecution. Standard court costs, $150 PD fee. What does 4ECLC mean?
There's a pod in the jail, Judge, that's for Emerald Coast Life Center. They have a treatment pod in the jail that they take other inmates into on a regular basis.
And this sentence is followed by 2 years community control, waive cost of supervision, adjudicated on all counts.
Thank you,
Guilty.
Judge.
Thank you.
Good luck. Plea agreement. Write me. and then I'll send you one.
I think it would, is it time served on misdemeanors or 1129?
It's 1129 concurrent. It's a first degree
1129
misdemeanor.
concurrent.
Score sheet, Judge.
Community control only be on the felony side?
Correct.
Yeah, community control is only on the felonies.
Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Stephen Creech. Judge, we're here on case numbers 21 CF 2333 and 23 CF 87. I think we have an agreement.
All right.
That's what you want to do. Just need you to sign right there for me, please, and then we'll get through it. Okay. Today's date, please. Your Honor, if I may approach.
Okay. right, Mr. Creech, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give before this court is the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay. The State of Florida versus Stephen Creech, 21 CF 2333 and 23 CF 087. You want to enter a no contest plea to, in 21 CF 2333. The state is going to dismiss those two counts, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so you don't enter a plea on that, okay.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And 23 CF 87, you want to enter a no contest plea to battery on a jail detainee, a third-degree felony, and that's it, correct?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
I did, sir. Yes, sir.
You
Your
aware of the
Honor.
rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Gibbs has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. And 23 CF 87 sentences you to 12.1 months. Department of Corrections consecutive to sentence in 21 CF 2680, 42 months already imposed. Credit for time served, $100 cost of prosecution, standard court cost, $150 PD fee to collections, adjudicated guilty. You got, I think you have quite a few months already served, don't you?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right, well, when you get down there, you get back, when you get out, stay out of trouble. You see what a big hassle it is.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Thank you.
Study that book about that registration. Study that. Make sure you get it right. If you have any questions, go to the sheriff's office and get it. You make sure you don't mess up, okay?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Good luck. Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Jonathan Corey Davis. Judge, this is 22 CF 2802. We had sent a counteroffer to the state last week to see if we could get it resolved today. They're still going through that. We'll probably just continue into the end of this month. I think we'll be able to have a
You go
resolution
to
by
April,
then.
April 22nd?
Do we have a date at the end of March, Judge?
Oh, yeah, we do. We have March 28th.
Yeah.
This is Jonathan Davis, right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Check out the soaps, bath bombs, and other bath and body products, all made by hand with natural ingredients at Hub City Soapery. Visit us at 1092 North Verdon Boulevard in Crestview or shop online at hubcitysoapery.com. Hub City Soapery.
This is Tiffany Woodham, State Farm's newest agent in Crestview. I'd like to personally invite you to stop by my office for a no-cost policy review. Let me help you start saving today. Call in, walk in, or click in at yourcrestviewagent.com.
Mr. Davis, there's something, an issue's come up with, so we'll go with April 4th on Mr. Davis.
That'll work, Judge, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Concerning a family matter with the, not anything regarding your case, okay, a family matter issue.
I'll come see you before then. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Isaiah Durham. Judge, this is 23 CF 2433. I think we may have a bond hearing coming up for Mr. Durham soon, but otherwise, for tracking on the trial cycle, I'd like to continue him to next cycle. We have depositions we'll need to do.
April 22nd. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Washington. Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Amos Washington. Judge, this is 21 CF 2413. If Ms. Sandler and I could approach.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Man, I got this. Let's roll.
Fight fire with fire, take one.
Have you been injured in an accident and need righteous representation? Call us, because we fight fire. Damn thing ain't working.
So, Mr. Washington, we'll bring you back on April 4th. They're working on getting your case resolved. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I think the only other person that I had on today's docket was Kristen Barbary.
Kristen.
No response?
Pardon?
No response for Miss Barbary, Judge.
No bond capias.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't know why someone wouldn't want to come to court, such a beautiful courtroom and pleasant judge and, you know, accommodating attorneys. Why would you want to miss this? But anyway, no bond capias.
That concludes my business, Your Honor, if I may be excused.
Sure. I have no trials with you so far this time, Mr. Gibbs.
Actually, I have two on the second week, Judge.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which ones
Ms.
were they?
Valentine is a DUI in a possession, and Ms. Beeman is charged with DUI manslaughter.
Okay, and who is doing the Philip Lee case? I forgot. Keach. And who's doing, Ms. Flowers doing Collie?
Yes.
And then we have Mr. Austin, that is with, oops.
I've got 311.
And Strauss is with Russell. Okay, good. Well, okay, Mr. Williams, what we got?
Thank you, Judge. Jason Howell. Judge, on Mr. Howell's case, I'm going to move to continue it.
Jason Tatum Howell, okay, April, any objection?
No objection.
April 22nd. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, the next one's in alphabetical order is a language line case.
I told y'all to get a translator in here, Mr.
Judge, he speaks an obscure Chinese dialect.
Oh.
And so I've only found one language line interpreter that's available for it. It's going to be a continuance anyway. I can just go ahead and announce the continuance. His son is present. They were in my office last Friday. We discussed it, so he's aware of what's going on, and
All
his
right.
son can explain it to him.
This is a grand theft case.
It is, Judge.
No, I had offered the petty theft misdemeanor for restitution, and that's it. And it keeps continuing it, so that
Petty
offer is not
theft.
open anymore.
Petty theft misdemeanor. Well, he's got a translation problem. I mean,
Yeah, but this has been going on for several months with the same issue of the translator, so there's no guarantee that next time we're not gonna have the same issue.
I got you. Okay. We'll bring him back. Find someone that can speak the right kind of Chinese.
Can you come back on the 7th, on Thursday?
I can try that.
Can you write maybe to him and get it translated and so he can at least read what the plea offer is.
Let me
can't
talk to y'all.
write.
Let me talk to y'all for a second.
Man, I got this. Let's roll.
Fight fire with fire, take one.
Have you been injured in an accident and need righteous representation? Call us. Because we fight fire. Damn thing ain't working.
Not cool, bro. I'm Attorney Coy Browning. Personal injury is no joke. Just ask him.
Injured? Take a breath. Call Coy.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
The Cottage Formalware, located at 648 North Wilson Street, has all your needs for looking your best. We have homecoming, prom, and pageant dresses. We have tux rental suits, vests, ties. Need something casual? We have that too. Shop Hometown First and visit us on Facebook at the Cottage Boutique and Formalware. We're located at 648 North Wilson Street. Call 850-682-2446.
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
Congratulations, Crestview's very own Dixie Dan Powell of Powell Injury Law, for your recent jury verdict of $11.5 million for your client from a death and injury against an inflatable amusement company. Recognized in 2017 as one of the top 100 civil trial lawyers in the state of Florida, and Dixie is AV preeminent rated. Dixie Dan Powell works tirelessly for his clients, as is evident by this extraordinary verdict. If you're taking your case to trial, be prepared. Contact Dixie Dan Powell and Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667.
Cyclone Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview's historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in better...
And get some interpreter there for that deposition, I guess. Or maybe you don't need it there. He won't be there. Okay, all right. Just April 22nd. Thank you. April 22nd.
Judge, next case I have is Damon Hutchinson.
Do we have Gary Hudson? Gary Hudson?
Damon Hutchinson.
I know. What about Gary Hudson?
He's in jail. Do you want me to do the jails?
No, Mr. Hutchinson.
Okay. I'm trying to do the folks in the gallery first.
Yeah.
Judge, on Mr. Hutchinson, we're that close. I'm reviewing a statute to see whether or not a GPS has to be imposed.
Okay.
If we can pass him until Thursday morning, I think I can get us an answer by then.
March 7th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Damon. Judge, the next one is Keith Jesperson. This is the individual in the state prison system in Oregon. We're at the position of being ready to enter a plea, but I think we need to schedule maybe a case management conference to figure out how we're going to do that.
Well, he's got to be here, I think. I'm pretty sure I can't take a plea from another state.
Well, and that's the question that we would resolve or try to resolve in the case management conference. There were representations that were made to Mr. Jesperson as part of the proffer. And I'll talk with the state. We talked a little bit this morning. We'll try to figure out how to make this work. And then we'll present it to the court with whatever case law or argument or whatever.
Did I take his plea already?
No, Your Honor, you have
I
not.
don't think so, because he's got to be here to be fingerprinted.
Well, I think it could be fingerprinted there. There are people that, in their court system, that are qualified to take fingerprints. The court would be able to see him via Zoom. So I think it would be possible to do that. And again, there were certain representations that were made to him when the state obtained the proffer.
Well, I'll find out. I want a definitive answer. I can do that or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor, we'll find that out, and we'll get that to you as soon as possible.
We were going to need to set this for a date for that anyway. Did you want to go ahead and try to set the date?
For April 4th.
You're going to go up to wherever he's at?
I may have to, Judge. I don't know that I have to. I've been dealing with him via secure calls.
And what about a plea form and all that?
I would send that to him, Judge.
The Oregon...
Y'all get this figured out.
We will, Your Honor, and I can represent the Oregon Department of Corrections has been very helpful, and will do just about anything we ask.
They have, Judge.
We'll say April 22nd at this point.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Stacy Johnson.
All right, good. All right, Ms. Johnson.
Judge, Ms. Johnson has come in and met with me. I've gone over the plea agreement with her. She has... Judge, we're in a position where it looks like she may be able to pay this all in lump sum. We're waiting on a settlement check as well as her tax return. So if we can continue this one more time, I think we'll have it resolved by then.
April 22nd.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Ms. Johnson, get this paid, okay? All right, thank you.
I just start stacking. Mark Cook to Lyons.
Mark Kirk to Lyons, okay, yeah.
Yes, sir. Judge, this case does have some legs on it, but we're moving towards a resolution. I do think ultimately it's going to have to be tried, but Mr. Cook to Lyons, when I met with him Friday, had some additional evidence he wanted to provide me, and I'm going to wind up setting another case for trial on this docket, Ms. Lewis, and so I think that's going to take up one of our remaining days.
I object, Your Honor. This case, they set it for trial last cycle, and they set it again for trial this cycle. I'm ready. The state is ready and intends on going forward. And it should be one day only trial.
I would agree with that, Judge. It's a
All
one-day
right,
trial.
let's see if I can fit in a day here.
And he had a probation offer, Your Honor, for the record. And now it's off the table.
I think I've got March 14th available.
That would be fine.
If the motion to continue is denied, then that'll be fine, Judge. Pick on 311.
See, I've got two others. No, wait, I've got three others on March 11th. What I might do is, what about bringing in a jury on March 14th?
That would be fine, Your Honor.
Judge, I don't, as long as I'm not going first, I don't tend to take a long time in jury selection. I think I can pick a jury on this on the 11th.
Well, I got three other juries set for March 11th.
Yes, sir. Do you want to do it then as a pick and go on the 14th?
It will be fine.
We can bring in jurors on the 14th, can't we? Okay, let's do that. Let's bring in some jurors on the 14th.
Okay. So what that means.
That's one day, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's not going to be more than a one-day trial.
Okay. 7 trials I got set. I'm getting excited.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. What else? What's the next one?
Jason Koontz. Judge, I've discussed this with the state and with the defendant. It looks like we're probably going to need to set this off to the next trial docket. They're going to, I think they're leaving the negotiations open.
April 22nd?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right.
Desiree Lige. Judge, if we could pass Ms. Lige to the end. She contacted our office earlier today and said that because she was having to take public transportation. She was going to be a bit late. Amanda Mattingly. Judge, Ms. Mattingly was not able to meet with me on Friday. I'm going to have to move to continue the case.
No objection. April 11th, excuse me, April 22nd.
Yes, ma'am. You need to come into the office and sit down with me. Court's not the place for me to discuss it.
Okay.
Judge, the next case I have is Kenneth Harrison. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I thought Ms. Lewis, yeah, come on up. Judge, we're ready for trial. This is the other one that I referenced when we were setting Cucked Alliance.
State's ready, Your Honor.
We're gonna have to continue this. I can only got so much courtroom space. I got 7 jury trials scheduled. April 22nd.
All right, Judge.
He's out of custody, so she can wait. Is this Kenneth Harrison?
It is, Judge.
All right. Ms. Leon, Ms. Bliss, I think I have 7 one-day trials scheduled, correct? Who's the prosecutor on Collie? Is that Ms. Leon?
It's me, Your Honor, yes.
I've talked to Judge Ward's secretary. She's going to talk to him about possibly, I'll probably let him take that one.
That will be fine. Yes, Judge, thank you.
I'm sorry, Judge, I was talking with Mr. Harris. Did it involve any of my cases?
No.
Okay. Sir, you mind if I date this for you?
So you may pick a jury in front of Judge Ward and then come back on the 13th or some other day that week. Mr. Harrison, would you please raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give before this court's the truth, so help you God?
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, we'll need the score.
Yes, sir.
Judge, just for the record, he had this detainer served on him over 2 years ago. Plus, he's currently serving a federal sentence, and this will run concurrent with the federal sentence. The court will be authorized. His anticipated release date on the federal sentence is 6/6 of 2027. Apparently, the detainer was served on him, according to the defense, or to the defendant, on October 9th of 2019. So he would be requesting time served from that date. Either way, he's going to finish this long before he finishes his federal sentence. He'd also like to address the court briefly.
Your Honor, what I'm trying to do is, if I go back, I'm in federal custody right now. I'm in a United States penitentiary up in West Virginia. Because of the detainer, it bumped my custody up to maximum. So what I would like to do is make sure that the 2 years that they're offering me today, I've got credit for all of it done already, so it doesn't still show as a detainer, and it'll keep me in the penitentiary. What I want to do is get to a low, which would they'll drop my custody down to low, and I can go earn my CDLs and my hazmat and HVAC certifications.
I can give you credit for time served from the time you've been in state custody.
Judge, actually, we'll just make it time served. That will solve the problem. Change the sentence just to time served.
Time served on the
Yes, sir.
on
Yes, Your Honor,
all
because-
these charges?
Yes.
Okay, well, you served your time.
Okay,
Then you'll
thank
just
you.
be concentrating on the federal time.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
And does the state have an announcement in the?
Yeah, the state dismisses that, those charges against the defendant, Your Honor. The victim has declined to participate and wants us to drop the charges.
So, all right, in 23 CF 2222 and 23 CF 2223, in 22, Mr. Harrison is pleading no contest to the charge of attempted first-degree murder with a weapon.
No, Judge, he is denying that. He's pleading no contest in 23 CF 2223, which is the fleeing and attempting to elude and the reckless driving. The state's dismissing 23 CF 2222, which is the attempted first-degree premeditated murder with a weapon.
Well, I got here, count one, let's see.
Of
I got you.
2223.
So 23 CF 2222 is being dismissed. The attempted murder is being dismissed, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're out of that one. And 23 CF 2223 is fleeing, attempting to elude with lights and siren. That's a second-degree felony. And reckless driving, a first-degree misdemeanor. So you're just pleading to those two counts. You want to enter a no contest plea to those two counts, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The attempted murder case, because the victim don't want anything to do with it, won't help the state test it, that's going to be dismissed.
Okay.
Okay? So did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
You aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Williams has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. In 23 CF 2223, the court is going to judge you guilty on both counts and sentence you to time served. Time served in state custody. Standard costs, cost of prosecution, and PD fees. That's it.
I'm sorry, Judge. I'll see what I can do, okay? It depends on how quickly they get you over there, all right? If they go ahead and snatch you up today, I won't get it to you in time, but you can write the office and we can mail it to you.
Okay, so.
All right.
This is.
Time served.
Okay.
Okay.
How long will it take you to get it? I need to take that back down.
Sir, what's your name?
Hawkins, sir.
Okay. Judge, on Mr. Hawkins, we're going to need to set a competency hearing on him.
I would take a conference, Judge.
I can be ready for that Thursday. We already have the report back. I just need to provide a copy of that to the court.
All right, March 7th. Thank you, sir. We'll bring you back March 7th. Is this Ronald Norris?
It is, Judge. Judge, on Mr. Norris's case, we're ready to bring that in for a landing. We need to, we've agreed on a date for the stand your ground hearing, which I believe is April 4th.
Yes, they still need to file the motion, but the state would be amenable to that date for hearing.
And then what I'd like to do, because I've got to coordinate with an expert, well, no, you've got to coordinate with an expert on this one. I got another case where I got to coordinate with an expert. We were going to try to set a date certain for the trial.
Well, you got to coordinate with an expert or something. How are we going to do that?
Well, they will, but we'll need to know a date to talk with the expert. I'm talking about the medical examiner.
Okay.
I've got another case, Judge, that's going to, I think has already been continued. I was going to have to coordinate with an expert if it was left on.
So you want to hear Mr. Norris on April 4th?
For the
Yes,
stand your
sir.
ground motion, yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And then continue him to the next pretrial. We'll be ready to try this case next cycle.
All right. Give me a memo on that stand your ground.
I will, Judge. I'll file the motion and give you a memo on it.
Thank you.
And then the state will file a response for the court.
Right, that's expected. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
April
sir.
4th.
And, Your Honor, that concludes my business with the court. May I be excused? Thank you.
Judge, I went out to see Mr. Hastings yesterday, and they were unable to get him down before they hit lockdown. I've got an offer to run over with him. If we can bring him back on Thursday, I'll come out to see him either when I get out here today, or I'll come out and see him tomorrow or
March
Wednesday.
7th. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you, sir. All right, so.
All right, Gary Lee Hudson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Morning, Judge. This is Gary Lee Hudson. We've got a negotiated plea to a misdemeanor in this case.
All right, Mr. Hudson, would you please raise your right hand to be
Did I
sworn?
sign it, Mr. Williams?
You did.
I did, sorry.
You swear the testimony you give for us court's the truth, so help you God.
I do, Your Honor.
This is State of Florida versus Gary Hudson, case number,
It's 23 CF 2190, Judge.
23 CF 2190. You want to enter a no contest plea to a lesser charge of disorderly conduct, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, Your
Are you
Honor.
aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Williams done for you on your case?
Very happy, very pleased.
Thank you. Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Judge you guilty. Sentence you to time served in the county jail. Cost of prosecution. You're to pay the cost of prosecution, PD app fee, and PD fee. I'll give you 180 days to pay it before it goes to judgment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, what we can do on that is make the,
Double judgment.
yeah,
Why
what
don't
we
we
could
make
do
the,
is take count one, stipulate lesser included offense of disorderly conduct, and dismiss the other counts.
That would be fine. Yeah.
All right, the lesser included offense of corruption by threat. So that's down to a second-degree misdemeanor from a third-degree felony. You understand that, sir? And the others are going to, other counts are going to be dismissed. Okay, so don't break the law, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
evening.
Judge.
And God bless.
All right, this is Morgan Jarvis, right? Okay.
Judge, this is Morgan Jarvis. Ms. Jarvis was incarcerated in the state prison system and came back to handle this matter because the state attorney's office was aware of her location. Speedy trial never ran on it, or speedy trial was never told on it, rather. So we have a plea counts 1, 3, and 4. Adjudication of guilt, 60 days county jail, concurrent one with the other, and concurrent with any sentence now serving. On count 2, that's the DUI, it'd be an adjudication of guilt with the mandatory minimum second offense outside of 5 years.
All right, Miss Jarvis, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for his court's the truth, so help you God. This is 21 CF 1848, State of Florida versus Morgan M. Jarvis. Ms. Jarvis, you want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of possession of controlled substance, count 1, a third-degree felony. DUI Duval, second conviction, outside 5 years with property damage, a first-degree misdemeanor. Leaving scene of an accident with property damage, a second-degree misdemeanor. And possession of paraphernalia, a first-degree misdemeanor. You want to enter no contest plea to those charges?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Court finds, are you happy with the work Mr. Williams has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. And counts 1, 3, 4, you're judged guilty. Sentenced to 60 days county jail, concurrent one with the other, and concurrent with any sentence now serving. On count 2, you're judged guilty, sentenced to 1 year probation with standard DUI outside of 5-year conditions, including a $1,000 fine, 1 year interlock, 10-day vehicle impound, multi-offender DUI school, including substance abuse course and psychological evaluation, or psychosocial evaluation, 1 year driver's license revocation, restitution, if any is due. You may report by mail or phone, adjudicated guilty, all counts. Anything else?
No, Your Honor, I will provide the score sheet momentarily.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good luck to you.
That one's ready to get to lunch.
Your Honor, on Ms. Jarvis, if we can change that to 1129
Jenkins.
instead of 1 year probation, because she lives in the state of Georgia.
1129 sentence,
1129 probation.
probation, yes.
Judge, this is a negotiated plea. Unfortunately, it's got my horrible handwriting.
All right, I'm used to it, sort of, maybe. Mr. Jenkins, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's true, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
State of Florida versus David Jenkins, 23 CF 18.
Judge, actually, now I think about it, I don't know that I've got.
1888. We got count one, lesser included offense, possession of controlled substance. And 2 and 4, possession of controlled substance, cocaine, and driving license suspended or revoked.
Trade with you for just a minute.
Is this a possession of controlled substance, meth, manufacturer? I mean, what is the
It's a
MD?
sale, manufacture, deliver of MDMA, which is ecstasy.
All right, so that's a second degree, he's pleading to a second degree felony on that?
Yes, sir. There you go, Judge.
Possession of a controlled substance, MDMA.
Yeah, on count one, he's pleading to the lesser included offense of possession of a controlled substance, ecstasy.
Okay, and then count two is possession of controlled substance, cocaine, third degree felony, possession. Count three, possession of controlled substance, oxycodone. And count four, driving license suspended or revoked, habitual traffic offender, third degree felony, correct?
That's correct, Judge.
That's what you want to do, Mr. Jenkins?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Williams has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir, I am.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. The judge you guilty on all counts, sentence you to 1 year drug offender probation with 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew, followed by 1 year standard probation. And that probation, that time frame can be modified by the probation officer for, if you ask their permission. 1 year standing, okay. Take the ECLC program, 50 hours community service work, $615 court cost, $10, $100 cost of prosecution, $50 PD app fee, and $100 PD fee, adjudicated all counts, guilty. So it looks like you got 1 year drug offender probation, followed by 1 year standard probation.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, concurrent on each count.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes.
Oh, sure. Sure. Judge, Judge, at this time, I'm going to have to move to continue Mr. Colley's case. Or Coston, I'm sorry.
Well, Your Honor,
Do
uh,
Coston.
1 second. Defense said it for trial. They said that they were ready for trial, and I'm ready for trial. What I was going to suggest is, because he's in custody, maybe we can continue either one of the cases that I have for the people who are out of custody and give priority to Mr. Dually Coston.
Can we approach briefly?
Michelle, we're
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
I'm Amanda Gaskin with Briarpatch Realty. Helping qualifying heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Days Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at daystirepros.com. Tire Pros love.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Let me make sure. All right, Judge, it sounds like we've got an agreement for time served on the case.
all right, Mr. Coston. Would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court is the truth, so help you God. All right, this is 23 CF 1798, State of Florida versus Dooley Buck Coston.
That's correct, Judge. 23 CF 1798.
Is he pleading to the as charged?
Yes, sir, he is.
You want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of aggravated assault without intent to kill, a third-degree felony, I believe. Correct, Ms. Leon?
Yes, it is.
And possession of a controlled substance without a prescription. That's a third-degree felony too, isn't it, or is it a misdemeanor?
That's a felony,
Third-degree
Judge.
felony.
Felony, I thought. Okay, so you're pleading to those two third-degree felonies. You understand that?
Yeah.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Your right to a trial, right to remain silent, right to an attorney, right to cross-examine witnesses, right to testify, right to remain silent. You're waiving all those rights, plus others. You understand that? Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea? Are you happy with the work Mr. Williams done for you on your case? Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it, sentences you to time served in the county jail, and that's it, right? No probation, nothing.
No
Okay,
probation.
time served.
He'll get costs.
And standard costs, I'll give you 180 days to pay it.
Thank you,
Okay,
Judge.
or the judgment. Stay out of trouble.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Eugene Lee. Yeah, adjudicated. Mr. Coston was adjudicated guilty.
That's correct, Judge. It's a time served offer, so he'd have to be.
Who is the prosecutor on the Ballantyne case?
I believe that's Miss Leon.
Leon? And who is the prosecutor on the Beeman case?
Brooke Davis.
And on the Ostie case, y'all know? And on the Strauss case. Who is the defense attorney? Oh, Russell.
Judge, if we can bring him back on Thursday, we just need to clarify something on the sentence.
All right, we'll bring him back on Thursday.
We'll bring you back on Thursday, okay, Mr. Lee?
What about Desiree Lige?
Judge, Ms. Lige had called earlier, said she might be 1 to 1.5 hours late because she was taking public transportation. She left that message with our office.
Where's she coming from?
Judge.
What about Jared Nichols?
Mr. Nichols is incarcerated, and that's going to be a plea.
All right, Mr. Nichols, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give before this court is the truth, so help you God. Thank you, sir. This is 20, is it all the case numbers?
It is, Judge.
22 CF 782, 23 CF 1745, and 23 CF 1746.
Judge, I cut and pasted from Ms. Glisson's email, so if there's any issues with the abbreviation, it's the lady sitting right here.
All right, in 20, is this a VOP, one of these, or not?
Judge, no, they're not. They are all.
Okay.
There was an offense, I think, with a failure to appear on it.
I got you.
And that's why you've got the older case number.
All right, Mr. Nichols, you want to enter a no contest plea in 22 CF 782, possession of a controlled substance, a third-degree felony, possession of paraphernalia, first-degree misdemeanor, and failure to appear on a felony, a third-degree felony. And on 23 CF 1745, one count of organized fraud, a third-degree felony, and also in 23 CF 1746, 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So you want to enter a no contest plea to all those charges, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Williams has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. In 22 CF 782, count 1 and 3.
And Ms. Glisson, when she writes S/P, she means supervised probation.
Okay. In 22 CF 782, count 1 and 3, you're judged guilty, sentenced to credit for time served, 5 years supervised probation, concurrent on all cases, all counts. Bars to bed Keaton, followed up with any aftercare recommendation. Take any meds as prescribed. Random UAs, no drug or alcohol without prescription. Witnesses can appear via Zoom with notary for VOP hearing as needed. Standard court costs, cost of prosecution, standard PD fee. And count 2, you're judged guilty and sentenced to credit for time served. In 23 CF 1746, count 1 and 2, you're judged guilty, sentenced to credit for time served, 5 years with 5 years standard, 5 years supervised probation, concurrent on all cases, all counts with the same terms and conditions as 22 CF 782. No contact with VT Hunter Nicholas or VT Shanna Smith unless contact is requested by VT victims in writing to probation officer. Standard court costs, cost of prosecution, and PD fee. In 23 CF 1745, you're judged guilty on both, let's see, on that count. Credit for time served, 5 years supervised probation, concurrent on all cases, all counts with the same terms and conditions as 22 CF 782. Restitution of $13,213.88 to Loyalty Credit Union, also known as Central Credit Union of Florida, 1200 East 9 Mile Road, Pensacola, Florida, 32514. Standard court costs, cost of prosecution, and PD fee. And that's it, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor, and just for the record, Mr. Williams did indicate to me that this defendant has already been screened and accepted to Keaton.
That's correct, Judge. We got a acceptance letter from them. I believe we forwarded that to you.
And it is a bars to bed, so he is to remain in jail until he's picked up by Keaton.
All right. Thank you.
All right, sir. Good luck to you, okay?
Yep.
And the $1 a day, $1 a month. A month.
That's imposed.
Oh, okay.
He's already done that.
Great.
What about, yes. What about Miss Lige?
Judge, Ms. Lige is still not here. What I can do is we can try to get a hold of her. I also
No bond capias. If she comes in, you can see her, you can bring her in March 4th. Public transportation, that's, can you tell me where she's coming from?
Let me look. I may have to get online.
Her mother's on in control with me. I can try to reach out to her, or I will see her tomorrow. I will try to get Jackie, her mother, to try to locate her.
All right, well, I'm going no bond capias to bring her back March 4th if you can catch her.
Today's March 4th, Judge.
I mean, March 7th if you can catch her.
Thank you, Judge.
I'll do what I can.
DeMarcus Abrams? I don't have him on a docket then. Is that it now?
It was your last Monday, right? You got arrested here for the warrant, right?
Y'all know anything about
Melody, no.
Wood? Is it Woods?
Your Honor, I emailed Mr. Tony. I haven't received a response back, but I do know that he had to cancel his last round of depositions. They're out of county, and we're rescheduling those, so I have no objection if you want to just put it on the
April 22nd.
April 22nd.
What else we got?
This Mr. Abram, Your Honor, Abrams, he was in court last time and he wasn't represented, but he was arrested for a warrant. And now they're saying that he bonded out. So and he knew that he was supposed to come back today because.
Is that Mr. Tony's client?
No, he doesn't have an attorney. He's not represented.
We'll set him for March. We'll set him for March 28th. Abrams, March 28th. All right, so y'all get me these jury instructions for the preliminary on all these cases by Friday at noon.
Yes, Judge.
And the last information, if you get any of these cases settled, let me know. So we're gonna pick a jury on the afternoon of March 11th. We're gonna pick 3 juries. On March 18th, we're gonna pick, starting